Playing the Shadow Striker position from PXG number 99, SHIDOU versus playing number 10 from FC Bastard München, KAISER. Okay, so this is a... Bro, why you... Oh my god. Sorry about that. That was just my brother interrupting. Anyway, we got SHIDOU versus KAISER. A video I've been wanting to get into for quite some time. These two are insanely good strikers. They both have their insanely fast shooting abilities and trickiness, with the KAISER impact and all of SHIDOU's tricky shots manipulations. And they both want to kill Isagi and win. And this is a match I've chosen because I want to see who will be the better striker for Itoshi Sei, because let's not be wrong here. SHIDOU hasn't done since he played with Sei. He hasn't done anything. He scored 1 goal in the Neo Eagles League. So let's diverge and see if SHIDOU can save himself and get himself a contract for Real Madrid, aka La Real. Now first we have to get into his physicals. Now he's physically strong and fast and stuff, but let's talk about his strength feats first. Now, the first time we see him, he beat the living hell out of every person there. And the only reason he lost the match in the second selection is because he got a red card. That goes into his angry energy. So he has to be physically strong. But he is not physically strong to take on defenders like Neo, IQ, and probably even Barrow. So he's strong against like average blue lockers. And he's stated to be the greatest fighter in Blue Lock. So that's for sure. Now, like I stated before, with Kunigami going into the wild card, I doubt he could beat him. But in terms of sheer power, I think KAISER and SHIDOU should be relatively on par, because they both could probably dominate Bachiro in a fight. Showing when KAISER just stopped him so he can complete the KAISER impact. Anyway, this is SHIDOU's part right now, so let's talk about SHIDOU. Next, I want to go into the fact that his offensive threat is insane. No one is able to stop him once he gets going. It's like his field vision, even without meta vision, is insane, as he's always able to pick out the perfect place to get for Sei to get him the ball and score. And even when Rin and SHIDOU are both on the same team in the third selection, they both make it to the same spot, showing that SHIDOU should have some relative field of vision compared to Rin and Isagi. And speaking of those two, those are the two who can see the same way of the field. Any meta user vision person can see what SHIDOU can see. So SHIDOU is relying on instinct, but he is almost on par as the rest of the Metavision users. Now we gotta talk about his speed. He is insanely fast, and I mean fast as heck. I mean, on the defensive end, he can still be fast, as he was able to bump into Rin so that he wouldn't be able to score the 4th goal to win the Blue Lockers the match. But we have to talk about his offensive threat, as no one has been able to catch up to him except for the one play Isagi stopped him in, and I think there was another play that Rin stopped him in. But it's really hard for him to keep up. And if I wouldn't want to be defending Rin, oh my gosh, I'm off today. I wouldn't want to be defending SHIDOU today if I was him. Now, the last feat I want to talk about is the fact that he's not a good dribbler. Like, he doesn't really trap the ball well. He just catches it and shoots it. Like, he's like a one-touch type of machine. Once he is in range, he will one-touch it and score. He isn't the type to trap the ball or to dribble it. I mean, he could, but he's not notoriously known for that. He is known for running, receiving the ball, and scoring the damn goal. If he needs to play the build-up himself, he will, but most of the times he won't. And the last thing I believe I need to talk about is his aerial abilities, as it is insane. He jumped over Chigiri, which is an insane feat, and then he was able to do that insane bicycle kick. So his aerial shooting abilities are also insane. I should mention though that if you're someone like Ryu or even IQ, you should be able to stop him. And I can see why he only scored against Ubers, being the fact that, holy moly, if you have IQ and Ryu and Lorenzo on the same team, and all three of them did play that game, unless Lorenzo for some reason was setting out before facing Bastion Madrid, that would have meant that Shido would have had a hard time getting goals in, because the three of them can match him in aerial abilities in terms of stopping the ball, stopping him from getting the ball in the first place, which has to be an insane feat of its own right. Anyway, let's talk about his abilities now. Oh man, I really kind of hinted he really is that guy though. I hinted at nearly all his abilities. Like, he has Dragon Dive, which is when he just jumps really high, gets the ball in one tap. I think this is his only showcase where he has to do a 2-touch to score. He touches it and then he shoots a dragon shot, like it curves like a dragon fireball. And then his other shot is the bicycle kick, which he used from nearly half of the field, which his favorite player is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I could tell the fights. Zlatan loves his fights. Zlatan's a lion just like Shido, so I can see the similarities there. So yeah, those are his two main shots. He also has his main one-touch feature ability where he just uses that weapon to just be unpredictable, and as soon as he gets the ball, he can instantly shoot at you. And he also has, I guess his best weapon is his feet and his hands. Whatever way he decides to beat your ass, you're not running from it unless you're IQ or Barrow. Those are his main weapons and abilities as far as we're shown. Anyway, it's time to get into his opponent. KAISER. Let's get into his physical stats, shall we? The executioner of other clubs. The executioner, the killer, the KAISER impact leader of Bayern München. He is one who is probably pretty strong. He was able to hold off Batua, and Batua is not insanely strong, but he's plenty strong himself. His aerial ability should be pretty high if he was able to counter Nagi's volley attack the way he did. The man literally jumped over Nagi himself. He's able to do a bicycle kick just like Shido, but from a closer range. He can't do it from insane feet. He has the quickest shot in the whole world, even being Noah himself, being the KAISER impact. And he's able to orchestrate a team coordination attack, unlike Shido, who has to rely on people to just pass him the ball and he scores, unless he wants to just dribble across the whole field and score himself. But that would be rare unless the defenders are really bum. So yeah, KAISER can orchestrate a definition executioner attack against any team he wants to. His strengths, he doesn't really have any showcase other than the fact that he was able to hang in with Chris Prince for some time, and Chris Prince is insanely strong. His whole team repertoire is about physicality. And FC Barca match, like I said, he stopped Batua. The Ubers match, he wasn't really able to do something. But if you're able to hold your body in position to do a bicycle kick, you have to be plenty strong, because the power he gave in to score that goal and to surprise everyone with such feats like that is insane. His speed is what has to be the greatest speed in BLUELOCK in terms of kicking ability. Like, his kicking ability is insane. His running, I wouldn't put him on par as Chigiri and Zantetsu, but I would put him up there, because the way he got to where Nagi was supposed to score and deflected it, and then was already under attack, he didn't score the next goal, but still, like, it's insane. And the way he had the build, he builds up his place and gets into the position really fast while using metavision to just input every play and then execute it. Beautiful. His aerial abilities, he doesn't really have any aerial abilities. His bicycle kick wasn't insanely high, and the best aerial ability I would have seen from him is when he countered Nagi's trap shot, or almost goal. Now let's get into his weapons, shall we? Now his weapons / abilities. First, I want to talk about his underrated value of sweet talking and manipulating the whole team to do his bidding. His physical prowess and his aura around him just gravitates people to join his side, like Grimm, Meshner, and Ness, the simp boy, who is magically drawn to Kaiser himself, as shown in the previous 2 chapters. I don't want to make a video, but I might have to further down the line for the 2 chapters. Anyway, let's get into Kaiser's main ability. He only has one ability he showcased, which is Kaiser Impact, which is his ability to draw the team together, make them get the play to him, and get the ball to him. And he shoots and scores. And let's talk about the obvious one that more than one person has, meta vision. The ability to have an insane peripheral vision and to just analyze the game, have that 3D vision, seeing what every play and every possibility is going to happen to get you the best chance of scoring. So you're not only looking at the ball, you're looking outside of the ball. Because when you're looking outside of the ball, you have more possibilities of understanding everything that's going on. I'm not the best understanding when it comes to meta vision. I would suggest you, I would definitely suggest you go to Outlaw Truth if you want to know more about meta vision. I believe he has a meta vision explain video. Like, I'm not the best understanding. I just know it has to do a lot with your peripheral vision and not focusing on the ball, understanding everything that's going on in the field, having a 3D vision over it. That's basically me. But basically, those are the 2. Another thing he has that Barrow also has is Predator Eyes, which is when you have an insane shot for goal. Like, it's like goal hunting. You will basically have 100% chance of scoring. Kaiser did showcase this, I believe, in the Ubers match when he was just about to score. I don't think he scored that shot, but he has shown it in the Manshine and Ubers game. Correction, he did score in both those goals. As soon as he was about to score the super goal against Manshine City, it showed for a brief second, as well as when he was about to do the bicycle kick. It came up for a glimpse. I did my research. Both have it. I believe Shido will get it too, because Shido is a man who loves scoring goals and is a great goal hunter. Basically, you just have to find the perfect shot spot to score, and you get like 100% chance of scoring. Ooh, that was a long video. I'm sorry, I need to reread the Bastard Munchen versus Ubers game. It was not the most entertaining game, so I did get bored halfway and forget some stuff. It was really long too. Now, how would this match go? Let's finally talk about their weaknesses. Kaiser, he has a weakness of hating people who is stronger than him, which is surprisingly one thing Shido is better at than him. He acknowledges people for their strengths, as he acknowledged when Isagi beat him. And he loves having a fight when like Yukimiya passed him, or when Karasu scored a goal, he acknowledged it very nicely. But Shido, he has an anger issue, getting red cards, which I believe is the reason why he's not going to play the Barcha match. I believe he did get a red card in the Manshine City game early on. But to see who would win, Kaiser has faster shot ability. Shido is shown to be a better fighter, or strength-wise he's better. But who would win on the field? I believe it has to be Kaiser. Kaiser can just orchestrate a team, and as long as Isagi doesn't get the better of him, like if we're putting this in scenario as who would do better in the PSG versus Bastard Munchen game, I believe Kaiser would do better, as long as Tokimitsu doesn't become a pain like Lorenzo does, which I doubt Tokimitsu is going to be on Lorenzo's level, which is the main reason why Kaiser even suffered in the first place. As soon as he got a break from Lorenzo, he scored an immediate goal against Ubers. Shido, I believe he would have a good time offensively, as Bastard Munchen also doesn't have any good defenders on their team. Like, it's literally just Isagi, Kaiser, Corona, and Kunigami defending. I mean, Raichi might do something, but no one on Bastard Munchen has the aerial abilities to stop Shido from doing like a huge kick inside the goal. So it is relatively close because Kaiser, although he's a new gen, he is not on Sei's level, and I don't even think he's as good as Rin right now, because Rin is being portrayed to be better than Isagi, and I think Isagi and Kaiser are like really close to each other, so Rin is above them, and I believe Shido should be on par. So who does win? Kaiser narrowly beats Shido, and that means Shido won't be able to impress Sei for him to, or L'Oreal for him to get a contract. Being Kaiser has metal vision, so he will be able to finally adapt to Shido as the match goes on. He might not immediately, but as the match goes on, he will be able to adapt to Shido, even though he's not defending him. And then another problem is the fact that Kaiser has the one thing Shido has never really had: team chemistry. The Kaiser Impact is about team chemistry. Peace!